Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my October TBR video. We're getting close to the end of the year. I also think that this month is going to be pretty much the last month where I kind of have full control or full freedom, because November and December I feel like are going to majority be like Christmas themed. I still haven't fully decided on that yet, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. I'm going to do something kind of a little different. I'm doing 3 different things, choosing my TBR for this month. And that way I'm kind of still getting a variety of books. So I'm gonna start with these two because I'm gonna do 6 books again, even though I really haven't read more than 5 ever. So I feel like picking 6 is still a good way to maybe choose what I want to read without, having them all set in stone. So what I'm doing is I have 2 books that I picked myself that I want to read this month. I'm gonna pick 2 TBR prompts from the jar, and then I'm going to pick 2 books that are on my 24 books in 2024 list. I am trying to still wrap that up, which I know is not going to happen, but I want to still continue to try to read books that are off of that list. So I'm going to start with the 2 books that I picked myself, and then I think we'll do the 2 books from my 24 books in 2024 list, which I'll show you that, and then we'll end with the TBR jar. So the 2 books that I picked that I want to read this month. So the first one is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So I just read The Inheritance Games in September. So she is the same author. But also I've just been seeing a lot about The Naturals and people reading it, and I'm just like, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just something that I've been thinking about and I want to read. And then this one is What Happens After Midnight by K.L. Walther. This is the same author that wrote Summer of Broken Rules, which I read earlier this year and absolutely loved. So I wanted to read another book by this author, and also just like the cover alone kind of gives me like spooky vibes. I don't think anything about the book is actually spooky or like themed, but like just this alone kind of gives me spooky vibes. So plus I just wanted to read another book by this author. So those are the 2 books that I picked myself. Let me open up to my 24 books in 2024 list. Where is it? There it is. So this is what I have for my 24 books in 2024. Any book that has highlight mark underneath it, like this one, and like this one here, I've read already. So if it doesn't have a mark underneath it, I have not read it, with the exception of The Chase, because I'm reading that one right now. So anything that does not have a highlight mark underneath it, I have not read yet, and is free game to choose for this little bit that I'm doing. And another thing that I wanted to mention as well, which is really exciting, is so I'm going to do a separate video talking about my Kindle, but I have been using my Kindle, and spoiler alert, I love it. But I'm going to go in more in depth about that in another video. But something that I did last night actually is I went through my TBR on Goodreads and I looked up every single book that's on there on the Kindle. Let me rephrase that. I looked up every single book on my TBR. I looked all of those up on the Kindle, and anything that is Kindle Unlimited, I made a list of. So all of these books here are from my TBR. I can read all of these on the Kindle. So any of these books, even if I don't physically own them, I can still choose them as the book that I want to read for the month because I can read them on the Kindle. So I'm going to keep that list in mind when I'm looking at this list, and also when I'm doing the TBR jar. So let me look here and see what I'm feeling. Some of these I forgot to even put on here, honestly. See, like that, the when you are mine, I forgot to even put that on there. Let's see. Ones that I know that we own, I have Better Than the Movies. We have Ugly Love. I have The Fame Game, The Housemaid, Magnolia Parks, The 7-Year Slip, If He Had Been With Me, The Fine Print. Alright, so that's it for like physically owned. I believe, yeah, Keep Your Friends Close. I can read that on the Kindle. I think, yeah, When You Are Mine. I can read that on the Kindle as well. I don't think. Yeah, these two I don't think I can. Oh, also The Naturals is on there too. So if I wanted to read The Naturals, even though I have the physical book, that's what I did for, well, that's actually what I'm doing now for The Chase, and I did that for Inherent Games. And Things We Never Got Over. Even though I have the physical book, I pretty much just read them on the Kindle. But so I have the book obviously, but I can read it on the Kindle as well. Couple of these other ones too, like If You Had Been With Me, I can read on the Kindle. The Housemaid, I can read on the Kindle. So I'm gonna pick 2 of these books from this list to read this month, and I'm just not sure what I want to do. So some of these are just not an option at all because I don't physically own them and I can't read them on the Kindle. I think I'm going to pick, actually, you know what? Let me look at a couple of these because I want to see. This one I was kind of thinking about possibly. This one I was kind of thinking about possibly. And then I want to kind of look at some of the ones that I could do on the Kindle as well. So let me take a minute, figure this out, and then I'll come right back and let you guys know. Okay, so I think I've made my decision. I'm gonna go with The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I hear so many good things about this book, so I'm a little nervous. I always get nervous when I'm reading books like this that are like beloved, basically. Like everyone loves them. I hear good things about them. So I'm a little nervous about it, but it does sound very interesting, I suppose. And it's on my list, so I'm gonna read this one. And then the other one that I'm gonna do is actually on the Kindle. So it is Keep Your Friends Close by Lucinda Berry. And this one is basically about, so there is, I just read the description of it. There's 4 women who are in like this, let me just go back because I'm gonna butcher this if I don't actually look it up. It is, so the president of the West Hollywood Moms Club turns up dead in her own pool, and it becomes clear that this wasn't an accident. The party guests are all members of the exclusive club and are now the key suspects in her murder. And that's like the gist of it. So basically it's like a murder mystery type of thing where they have to like figure out what happened, and then there's all these secrets that get exposed and things like that. I have not been able to find this book literally anywhere, so I'm very happy that it's on the Kindle. So I'll read that on the Kindle this month. And then anything that I have, well, you know what? I can't even read this on the Kindle, can I? I don't believe so. No, I don't think so. Okay, so I'll have to read this one out of the book. The Naturals, I'll have to decide if I want to read it. Sometimes I do a mixture. Sometimes I read a little bit in the book. Sometimes I read all of it in the Kindle. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But so 7-Year Slip and Keep Your Friends Close. Now we're gonna move on to the TBR jar. Again, just gonna pick 2 prompts out of here, and I'm gonna keep my list open from the Kindle books. Okay. Okay, I don't think I can actually do this one. Pick a book from the book talk table that's on my TBR. So when I wrote this one, I was talking about like at Barnes and Noble, I didn't even know if they still have that table. They had a table that was like book talk books. They're like popular books on book talk, and I was gonna pick a book from that table that I have on my TBR. But I'm not going to Barnes and Noble, and I don't even know if they have that table anymore, so I'm probably gonna just get rid of that one for this year. I might do something similar to that next year, I'm not sure. So, still gonna pick two. A book with a 3-word title. Here's a question. I'm gonna ask my sister this. Does words like the and a and like things like little words like that, do those count? Would you say yes or no? Like for example, the fine print. Would you say that's a 3-word title? Yeah? Okay. So there's the fine print. The Fame Game. We Were Liars. Local Woman Missing. The Hating Game. Famous in Love. What do I have on the Kindle? Hook, Line, and Sinker. That's a good one. Wait, that was 4 words, wasn't it? Oh no. Yeah, that's 4 words. Never mind. Dang it! I was so excited for a minute. Do you think Mr. Fixer-Upper counts? Yeah. Loving You Always, which that's this, I think the second book that goes with When You Are Mine, so I can't do that one. The Wrong Bride. The Wedding Season. Wait for Me. Rewrite Our Story. The Friend Zone. My Killer Vacation. Reminders of Him. Addicted to You. Today, Tonight, Tomorrow. Protecting What's Mine, but that's the 3rd book. Tame the Heart. Just Between Us. Okay, I have a lot of options actually. So I think I'm gonna need another minute. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did pick a book. I'm going with something that I actually overlooked because it was on my sister's shelf and I didn't fully look there. I'm gonna go with Practice Makes Perfect. This is the 2nd book after When in Rome, which I just read, I think in August. So I was really, I just said to my sister last night as well that I was really looking forward to reading this book. So I'm just gonna go with this one. I want to read it. It's 3 words, and that's my choice for that prompt. So, one more. I need to get a new jar for next year because this is a little small. All right. I can't do this one either. A memoir. I don't own any memoirs, and none of the memoirs that are on my TBR are on the Kindle. So this one I'll set aside and throw it back in after I'm done, but I can't do that one right now because I'm not going out and buying any books. I have enough books. Lowest number of pages. That's a fun one because y'all know I like short books. So let me throw this one back in the jar and we'll put the jar away, and then I'm gonna have to go on Goodreads and number of pages. Okay, so does a novella count? because I have Killjoy, which is with the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. Technically, I'm supposed to read this before A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but I didn't know that at the time. Also, this is not actually the whole entire novella. Like, it's only like half of it, honestly, because I think at a certain point, where, I don't even know where it's at, but at a certain point it goes, oh, here it is. Okay, so it actually like goes into the actual book. So all of this is Good Girl's Guide to Murder, like a sneak peek of it. So like this is the actual, I believe, novella. So it's 117 pages. So does that count? I feel like maybe. Let me see what the next option is though, that I have, or that I can read on the Kindle. So I don't have that one. I'm pretty sure none of these were on the Kindle. Let me go back to my list really quick. No. Okay, the next option would be We Were Liars, which, let me double check the actual, because again, Goodreads never actually, okay, so this is 250. This is saying 242, but I don't know. Either way, I don't really feel like reading that one right now, so I'm just gonna go with Killjoy, honestly. We're gonna do this one. I have no idea. And I'm kind of nervous though that it's gonna be, like, it's gonna mess up, like, because I didn't read it in order. So you're supposed to read this one first, and then A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and then the next one, and then the next one. And then these are separate series, but, so I've already read the first two books out of this series. So I'm hoping that it doesn't, like, I don't know. But this is what I'm gonna go with. Killjoy by Holly Jackson. So recap here. I have The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. What Happens After Midnight by K.L. Walther. A 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Then the Kindle book was Keep Your Friends Close by Lucinda Berry. Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, and Killjoy by Holly Jackson. So this is my October TBR. I feel pretty good about this, actually. The only thing though is that's six books that I picked, and I feel like really good about these 5 here. So if anything, the one Kindle book might not get read, but because this is so short, maybe I can squeeze it in. That actually might work out for me pretty well. I'm hoping. So the one that I chose that is strictly on the Kindle, I can read on the Kindle, and then the only other one out of these that I can read on the Kindle is The Naturals. The other 4 I can't, so we'll see how this month pans out with what I can read, but I'm actually really excited for this TBR. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a magical day. Bye, guys.